Right, Craigo, how's it going, brother? You alright?
Good.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, what you're doing at the minute, where you're working, and
Yeah, so I'm a youth justice worker with the Troy Project down in Solids in Dublin 8. We work and support the young people that are hard to reach in the Dublin 8 area. So that could be young people involved in the drug trade or have issues because of the drug trade or many things like that.
okay? So the presenting issues with your young people is usually it's some involvement with crime, usually around drugs.
Usually around drugs, and then it go back. If it's not drugs, it could be issues with just advocating for other different things that they need support, whether it's medical or social welfare or whatever it may be.
Okay, cool. And can you tell us a little bit about your other what you do with your hands, throwing hands? Tell us a bit about your boxing career and where you are at the minute.
Yeah, so I'm a professional boxer, current Irish champion, 14 wins and 3 losses in my record, and I have a big fight this Friday evening in the Tree Arena on UFC Fight Pass.
So that's today because the lads are going to be watching. The lads up in Bono are going to be watching this on the day. So we're watching this at 6:30 on Friday evening. Where are you?
I'm in the change room getting my hands wrapped, getting ready to go to action. I'll be in the room for about 7:30, 8 p.m.
So if any of us are free tonight, head into the Tree Arena. Craig is fighting on the Callum Walsh card. So it's going to be a good.
Or if you're not free, the minute this interview is over with Pierce and the whole thing is complete, go on the UFC Fight Pass and you get it live on the TV.
Cool the building. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened to you growing up, where you grew up, and basically what were you like as a young fella?
Yeah, so growing up I was from the flat complex in the north of the city. We grew up there in Henrietta Street. And when I was about 8 or 9, my father bought a house up on Mount Joy Street, which is a stone throw from Henrietta Street Flats, and we ventured into Dorset Street Flats. So I used to be between the two. We talked about the boxing. I would have been in boxing from I was like 8 years of age, right through till I was 16, 17. And then obviously when I got to that age, I started getting involved in the flat complexes. With the lads messing around, getting involved in, probably wasn't crime, but the first thing for me was addiction. I started smoking hash, grass, and then sleeping pills, benzos would have been the one, and I started getting caught up in them. And with them then came 4 or 5 years of a life of crime, in and out of prison, charge sheets, Garda stations, court systems, you name it. And I had spells in Clover Hill, St. Patrick's, and my last one was in Mountjoy.
Okay.
Yeah, my last one was in Mountjoy. I was in there at my 24th birthday.
How long were you there for?
9 months. I got 3 years with 2 suspended.
Okay. Will you tell us a little bit about, because some of our lads, we bring them boxing, we bring them down to Cherry Orchard, Lee and Liam in Cherry Orchard look after them. Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of boxing for you? Given that you've just told us that you were involved in crime and you ended up in prison in and out a few times, can you tell us a little bit about the importance of boxing and what it done for you?
Like what it's done, it's given me whole life a 360 compared to the way I was, you know what I mean? And even we talked about me getting caught up in addiction. Even when I was in addiction, I always wanted to go back boxing, or I'd always sit there and be like, I'm gonna do this, or I'd be watching
shadow boxing in the cell.
Yeah, or I'd be watching a boxing match and be like, he's not going. And it's funny because you fast forward a few years, and now I'm here and I'm boxing, but yeah, boxing through discipline and confidence and what it's given me has been amazing to me. You know what I mean? As I said, I've often, even when I'd be fucking stoned back in the days, I always went to the boxing gym. I always loved it, and thankfully, in the end, getting back in, like during my last prison sentence, I went to the gym a lot, and I was in there training more. And then when I came out, I never thought I'd even box again. I just went to a gym. There was weights there. Weights wasn't for me, and there was a boxing bag there. I started hitting the bag and skipping, and day by day, I just kept going back to that gym, doing the same thing. But then I started trying to jog in with these sessions, so I went from being 1 gym session to 2 because I was jogging. And it just progressed, and the more, when I got out of prison I was still smoking cannabis, and the more I stayed in the gym I was less smoking cannabis, and then I bounced off, I met new people, and one thing led to another. I was in the gym full time, twice a day, and yeah, man, and I just didn't look back. But yeah, it's true boxing. Everything changed for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not just that. I got to travel around the world. I've been to nearly everywhere in the world through boxing. So it's been amazing from that side of it as well.
So you got out of prison, right? 21, were you?
I was in prison when I was 21. I got out in January. My birthday was in October. I got out in the April after that.
So you got out and you had no qualifications, I presume. Did you do a leaving cert, junior cert?
No,
You
no.
don't-
I
you-
left school. I left secondary school halfway through second year. I remember it clearly because there's a first course to be 15. There's a youth reach to be 15 to join it, and he let me in a week before I was 15
Yeah.
into the youth reach. And even in there, I didn't do any junior cert. I was in the kitchen in there, so no, not a lot of education whatsoever.
So you went back. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey through education? Because I know obviously I've worked with you, so I know you were volunteering. Can you tell us a little bit about how you went from your level 5 and where you went with that?
Yeah, so obviously, I we talked about the boxing. I was 21. I ended up turning professional when I was 24, and I was in boxing then full time, and I was away from the smoking canvas and all that was all gone. But I had a cousin who was 38 years of age who passed away over alcohol. He was an alcoholic and he was 38 and he died. And then my brother is caught up in addiction as well. So I wanted to know a little bit more about the addiction end of it because obviously not just the family but the area I'm in is rampant with it. So I've done a level 5 in Euros in Ballymun for community and addiction studies for drugs and alcohol, which was good. It was interesting. It wasn't full on, and then from there, off the back of that, they had a diploma, so which is level 7. So I went and done the diploma
Where did you do that?
up in Euros or Euros and UCD. So it's combined. So you'll do one day in Euros and then you'll be one day in UCD.
Okay.
So I done that. I done the level 5, which took a couple of months. Then we went on after that and done the level 7 diploma in the community and drugs addictions, and I scored well in that. And off the back of that, then I got progression route into UCD, where I done a degree called social policy and sociology.
Okay. So you ended up with a level 5, a level 7, and a level 8.
Yeah, in the end.
From-
For someone who's left school at
Yeah, see that's the point I'm trying to emphasise here. Leaving cert is not everything, and sometimes like it happens, like it did for me, like it did for you. It happens later on in life. So yeah, Craig, that's amazing stuff, I have to say. So come here, have you got a message for the lads? A lot of the lads up there, young fellas like Johnny and Stephen and Nathan and hold on, let me think. Shane, Ryan, Jamie, Dylan, Corey, all these lads are in a similar place to you when you were talking about when you got out, where they don't really know what they want to do, but they're struggled through. Some of them passed their leave and some of them got it. They're ahead of you actually, truth be known, because they have a junior cert, and some of them got the applied leaving cert. So have you got a message for the lads up in Bonoak just on where they should take their life and from what you've seen?
Listen, I'm sure like, if I rewind 12 or 13 years ago, it was me against the world, you know what I mean? And nobody wanted to help me, and I didn't want help off anyone, these sort of things. And there would have been loads of people trying to point me in the right direction. I'd be like, no. But that was wrong of me. I mean, I should have listened to the likes of yourself, to the likes of you workers, to the likes of people who have a bit of a voice. So if it's that, and it's like, chase something good, you know what I mean? But listen to the bits of voice that people are giving you, you know what I mean? Because they've been there and they've experienced it.
Yeah.
And yeah, listen, just keep knuckling down, doing what you're doing. Listen to peers, listen to all the youth workers, because I'm not against you. They're there to help you, you know what I mean? They're there to support you. So yeah, take the advice, do what they do, try it out, and listen, crime is not the way forward. It's not, you know what I mean? It's a roundabout that one week you do well and the next week you'll be behind, you know what I mean? So it's not the way forward. For you as a family and for the future, do the right thing, go the right way about it.
Amen. Right, so that's it, Craig. So where can the lads see it? They can see it on UFC Fight Pass. Who are you fighting?
I am fighting Edward Donovan from Limerick.
Ooh, you gonna beat him?
Whoa!
Yupa!